Hi, everybody. Catherine Martzloff here, and I'm taking a few minutes to talk a little bit about this oil painting that's a 10-inch by 8-inch still life called Eclectic Joys. And it's one of my favorites. I mean, I like all, I mean, yeah, every artist has their favorites. Um, I just had so much fun painting this, and it was quite unexpected, how it comes out. I don't really go into my paintings with a whole uh, plan setup. I do sketch in on the canvas before I start painting, but I kind of work from my gut, and that starts even with this setup. So this piece, and some of the other little videos that I've been creating, I've talked about patchwork. I have a small collection of paintings that sort of, for me, feel like they resemble this idea of patchwork. And I would put this one in the category. It's a little bit smaller than some of the other pieces, but it still has this element of different shapes, different spaces being identified, and then a whole bunch of objects somehow like fitting in and across them. And to me, it has sort of a quilt-like resonance. And I love quilts. I have a very special patchwork quilt that my mother made me when I was a teenager. And I really identify with the idea or the theme of patchwork quilt, like a life. I feel like my life's been a patchwork of a whole host of different experiences. And, when you look at it over an expanse of time, it can be like a work of art. And quilts are a work of art, as is this oil painting. So it has a very, I want to say, positive palette of colors. They're very clear, joyful, bright, happy colors, saturated colors. I like saturated color. And it has a little bit of a spring-like flavor to it. There's some floral motif. I love floral. You'll find that in a lot of my paintings. We have a lot of geometric shapes, and often I reference, for me, they sort of symbolize the idea of a window with light coming through, reflected light, so it may have some color, and the idea of, I guess, just like looking, observing, and that's what I'm doing in creating these artworks. I'm observing these objects that I have had and kind of collected in many cases that have some significance to points in time in my life, memories, and a history, and I really want to simplify them and capture their beautiful essence using line. So you'll find a lot of my paintings have sort of a silhouette. That's how I deal with the shapes, like treat them as silhouettes. I'm not looking to go something really realistic. I'm really looking to find the form and the beauty of the shape. So this piece is filled with, let's see here, some beautiful soft pale lemons, violets, sky blue, pinks. There's some wonderful little oranges in there in that textured bowl. There's white, turquoise, beautiful spring greens. So it's got this really joyful, light energy palette, and it reminds me of spring, and I want that energy to come through in the artwork, because as I'm painting it, I'm having all that type of experience. I'm feeling excited or joyful, feeling connected to what I'm creating, and that's really what I want to convey through my artworks across the board. My artworks generally are really about hope, and I have different ways of conveying that. A lot of it is through the choice of colors that I use and the simple silhouettes that I want to say uncover when I'm working with the subject, whether it's a still life or a landscape. So this little painting is quite a charmer. It It's unframed. It's, like I said, 10 inches by 8 inches. The depth on the canvas is about 3/4 inch. It's a stretched canvas that goes all the way around. The sides are finished. I have wired it. It also would be beautiful in a frame if that's something that you would like to do. And it's just a fun piece that could go in a lot of areas of a home. I could see it in a kitchen. It could be in a living room or dining room, hallway. It could be in a lot of spaces. But I think it's guaranteed to bring a sense of like levity, lightheartedness, perhaps curiosity, just because of the random arrangement of items, and hopefully it inspires some sort of memories in the viewer too, just to think back in their own life, or just a feeling of excitement and curiosity and wonder, those feelings that we all have at different times, maybe more so as children. And I think that's also a characteristic of some of my work, is this aspect of childlike playfulness in them. So this is Eclectic Joys, and I thank you for hearing a little bit more about it and seeing it in this way. And until next time, thank you.